Hi everyone, welcome to today's tutorial. During the next 25 minutes, I want to tell you about Provision ISR and why it's the most secure CCTV system in the world today. Let's start with a few pointers about Provision ISR. Provision ISR is an Israeli brand, born in Israel initially for the Israeli market, but quite fast turned to the international CCTV market as well. The company has more than 20 years experience in the CCTV industry, but the organization is much older than that. It was actually born in 1986, under the same ownership as it is today, but we've been in the CCTV market for roughly 20 years. It is a family-owned business, a second-generation family-owned business, and other than the fact that it's a family-owned business, the company acts as a family-owned company to both the employees and to their partners. This is why we've named it partners and not our customers. We operate in over 40 countries worldwide through our network of distributors and partners, and I'll go into this in a little bit. Provision ISR's main slogan is protecting your privacy. And Provision ISR is all about protecting your privacy with many elements, which I'm going to show you some of them today. And the bottom line is Provision ISR is delivering an outstanding price value to product ratio from a technology point of view to a cyber point of view, and as well to the price itself. So Provision ISR's headquarters are located in Israel, where you're going to find the management teams, the sales teams, pre-sales teams, R&D, technical support, marketing teams. We do have production facilities based in China, so we can stay competitive in this very competitive market. And this is how we help being competitive against leading national Chinese brands. And even though we produce in China, we are still NDAA compliant. There's no ban on producing in China. There's a ban on specific chipsets, and our chipsets are all NDAA approved. We do have offices in Italy to serve most of our European partners, and we've got logistical warehouses in China to serve the Asian market as well as the Pacifics, Netherlands to serve Europe, and Texas to serve both North and South Americas. Like I said, we are in 40 countries worldwide through our networks of around 200 distributors, and we know how to work with the distributor very well, and through them, their integrators and installers. Last year, we sold more than 1 million devices, and of that, we sold over 350 different models, more or less. Provision ISR is deeply committed to integration, and we've built strong partnerships with numerous industry leaders, including companies like Milestone, Genetec, and many others. We specialize in both hardware and software integrations. Our last example is with DSC Alarm Systems, where we seamlessly embedded DSC alarm functions into our own CAM2 mobile application. This allows users to manage both their CCTV and alarm systems from a single unified application, and this is very much appreciated by DSC distributors and installers around the world. At Provision ISR, one of our core values is safeguarding the supply chain. It's a principle we hold in very high regard. We understand how to navigate the entire process, standing alongside or supporting each step from manufacturer to distributor to installer and finally the end user. We are deeply committed to this approach. Despite ongoing attempts by competitors to disrupt these chains over the past few years, we remain steadfast in our belief in the supply chain's integrity. This conviction is a key reason we discourage online selling. You won't find Provision ISR products on platforms like Amazon or AliExpress or any online shopping sites for that matter. But if we do spot them, and if you do spot them, we do take swift action to have them removed, and we still maintain the ability to do so effectively. Another part of Provision ISR's identity is our commitment to sharing knowledge. The CCTV market is incredibly dynamic and fast moving. Unlike alarm systems, access control, or fire systems, Where technology evolves gradually every few years or 5 to 10 years, the CCTV industry sees constant change. New firmware updates with fresh features roll out every few months. Camera models typically have lifespans of just 1 to 1.5 years, and that's why we believe sharing knowledge from the manufacturer to the distributor to the installer, reaching every corner of the globe, is the cornerstone of success in CCTV. So at Provision ISR, we invest heavily in educating the market, passing expertise through the supply chain. We do this through various or variety of tools like global seminars, meticulously planned or prepared firmware releases, tutorials, online tips, leaflets designed for installers to use with their customers, helping them tailor a solution to specific vertical markets. All of these resources are readily available on our website. Let's talk about a few things that make us perfect for your market. The first thing is that we are fully NDAA and GDPR compliant, both for the US and the European markets. We'll talk about cybersecurity upcoming because this is our main advantage over any other brand in the world. And we deliver a really advanced and comprehensive product range, which I'm also going to show you most of it a little bit later. And everything we do comes at an extremely competitive price. So let's focus first of all on the number one element of Provision ISR, which is cybersecurity. Before I explain the solution, I want to tell you a little bit about cybersecurity, and I'd like to show you some very interesting findings. The first thing we need to understand is what era are we living in? We're living in an era of online interconnected devices, an era of cybersecurity. IoT devices, it doesn't matter if it's a CCTV camera, an access control device, a robot that cleans your floor, your refrigerator. Anything that connects to an internet is an IoT device, and these IoT devices are susceptible to being cyber attacked. I would like to bring to your attention a report published by Checkpoint Cybersecurity, Provision ISR's cybersecurity partner, showing the global average weekly cyber attacks per industry. And it's doing a comparison between Q3 of 2023 versus 2024. It's showing the rise of the number of cyber attacks in the different vertical markets. For example, we can see that the educational research markets experienced an average of 3,828 cyber attacks per week, which is an increase of close to 120% from the previous period. And this upward trend is increasing year on year across the board. When we analyze who is trying to attack us, we can break it down into three groups. The first group consists of hackers, individuals with expertise, spare time, and determination to target various devices. These are the people who actively seek out vulnerabilities, probing products for any weaknesses they can exploit or manipulate. And what is their motivation? Boosting their online reputation. In the cybersecurity world, a stronger online reputation translates to better career opportunities and higher salaries. Take Checkpoint, our partner, for example. They are known to hire cybersecurity professionals based on their reputation, which is often measured by how many devices they've successfully hacked or the prominence they've earned online. The second group is cyber criminals. It's critical to recognize that hacking and cybercrime is major business. There's serious money involved. Ransomware, malware attacks can cripple an entire company overnight, leaving you with the demand to wire funds just to regain access to your own data. Today, the cybercrime market surpasses even the global drug trade in scale. This is why we need to pay attention. An IP camera can be a vulnerable entry point to any organization's defenses. And the third group is nation states. As someone from Israel, I can tell you that Iran is constantly targeting Israeli infrastructure. Think about electricity grids, water pumps, anything to disrupt daily life. And to be fair, we are most likely doing similar things to them. Russia, too, is heavily engaged, not just with boots on the ground in Ukraine, but also through cyber attacks aimed to dismantling critical infrastructure. Then there's China, which has earned a huge reputation for hacking, espionage, and data harvesting. Prime example is what happened in the US, where backdoors were discovered in cameras made by Chinese government-linked manufacturers. And this led to the NDAA compliance measures in 2022, prompting the US to ban certain brands in the security industry tied to the Chinese government due to clear security risks. There are plenty of documentations on this, articles and reports all over the internet, from the US to Europe, Australia, New Zealand, and well beyond. Most countries now enforce cybersecurity regulations, including specific bans on certain brands to address these threats. This is why, back in 2022, Provision ISR chose to partner with Check Point Cybersecurity to develop what we believe is the most secure CCTV system in the world. Before I dive into how this collaboration works, let me take a moment to introduce Check Point Cybersecurity, as I'm not sure everyone here is familiar with them. Check Point ranks among the top 3 global leaders in cybersecurity. With over 6,000 employees, the company generated $2.4 billion in revenue in 2023, based on our latest figures. They serve virtually every market imaginable, covering everything from your cell phone to network servers to cloud servers, firewalls, switches. Their expertise spans both in hardware and software, safeguarding an extensive range of systems. Check Point protects the biggest names across industries, including finance, banking, pharmaceutical, and airlines. So back then, we at Provision ISR recognized, despite having a robust cybersecurity department, the evolving threats we face today and those coming in the years ahead required a stronger approach. We decided it was smarter to partner with a company that truly understands cybersecurity at its core. While we excel at CCTV, much like our competitors, what sets us apart is this collaboration with Check Point, a company with unparalleled expertise in cybersecurity. So how does this partnership work? It begins when we develop a new product or prepare a new firmware update for release. Every product and every firmware version is sent to Check Point for a thorough evaluation and a risk assessment. What do they look for? First, they check for any known vulnerabilities in Provision ISR products. Hackers are constantly targeting CCTV systems, and when they succeed, they often publish their findings online. Check Point ensures that no known vulnerabilities exist in our products that we haven't already addressed. Second, they examine whether there are any suspicious listed domains. A notable example of why this matters is the US ban on Hikvision and other Chinese government-owned entities, where their equipment was found communicating with domains traced back to China. Check Point verifies that Provision ISR products don't contain or connect to any hidden, unapproved domains that aren't publicly disclosed or client approved, essentially ensuring there's no covert activity embedded in our own systems. This is how Check Point protects the customers from Provision ISR themselves. When you buy a Provision ISR product, you're basically getting service from 2 different companies. You're getting service from a CCTV manufacturer, and you're getting service from a cybersecurity company, and a leading one. The real magic happens once you install a Provision ISR camera and connect it to the network. Embedded within every device is a powerful piece of Check Point code. This integration took significant collaboration between our 2 companies, but the result is that every Provision ISR product comes with robust built-in protection. This code actively monitors the device 24/7, keeping it secure while it's online. The code checks for numerous security mechanisms, but I'm going to highlight 2 that are straightforward to explain. First, there's anti-shell injection. As CCTV installers, we're familiar with how this works. For example, When we rename a camera, say from camera 1 to lobby, we remotely writing into the device's code. Manufacturers grant us the ability to modify settings, like setting up analytics, for example, line crossing detection. Hackers, however, can exploit this. They might send a command like change your name to lobby and start crypto mining at address X, Y, and Z. That's shell injection, a malicious command injected into the camera. Check Point's code is designed to detect and block any illegitimate commands like these. The second mechanism is control flow integrity, which is more sophisticated. Unlike a computer, where you can install endless applications like accounting software to expand its capabilities, a CCTV camera has a fixed purpose. The more software you add to the computer, the more commands you can execute. This is why PCs rely on firewalls with daily updates. But a CCTV camera, it is built solely for surveillance, so its command set is limited and very well defined. Control flow integrity means Check Point oversees all activity on the device, ensuring it only performs its intended functions. Any attempt to deviate from those known commands, any effort to manipulate with the device is flagged and blocked. Check Point doesn't care what the command is. If it's not an authorized part of the CCTV operation, it's stopped cold. Check Point is so confident in the solution that they've put their brand logo on all our products. Today, it's not just Provision ISR, it's Provision ISR Check Point. And that is a very big deal because Check Point won't stake their name on anything that they aren't certain they can protect. Their reputation depends on it. A little bit more about Provision ISR's product line. First of all, we've got a very distinguishable red line that appear on all Provision ISR products we manufacture today. Starting with our AHD and IP cameras, but focusing more on our IP range, we have any type of IP camera that you could wish for, from panoramic cameras, from auto-tracking PTZs, to thermal cameras, to turret cameras, to anti-vandal dome cameras, to bullet cameras, even cameras with Wi-Fi, to thermal cameras, to fisheye cameras, and even our latest intercom and doorbell series. We have a full lineup of video management systems from small recorders, 8 to 4 channel, up to 128 machines for the project market. We've got equipment for monitoring rooms, such as management servers, TV wall decoders, storage servers, all for large-scale applications. We offer a comprehensive software lineup covering everything from NVR operating systems to mobile applications and VMS software for both PC and Mac. And what truly sets us apart, and this is the feedback we receive from the market, the ease of use of our software. Installers and monitoring companies consistently tell us how user-friendly our products are, and this reflects the vision of our CTO, to take even the most complex feature and make it simple for the end user to set up. It's something we take great pride in and hold very dear. We also provide a complete range of accessories, including monitors, brackets, IP speakers, and switches, all designed to make Provision ISR a one-stop shop for installers. Moving on to our market segment. Provision ISR is active across every segment, from residential to small and medium-sized businesses to large-scale project markets. One thing that makes our product line stand out is how easy it is to understand, even from a visual perspective. Each series features distinct colors and capabilities, which you'll notice in all our literature, on the equipment of the packaging, and across our website. This makes it simple for you to identify exactly which product suits your needs. The same concept is with our NVR. We make it very simple to understand which line of product you need to take according to your market segment. Let me briefly highlight our AI capabilities, and I've got a quick video to share with you. Our AI is 99% based on object recognition, and those objects being human vehicle in tour vehicles. Not only can we detect the object as a human, but we can also determine specific attributes, what color of clothing, male or female, wearing glasses, etc. We also got sterile area and line crossing, which we consider very basic AI analytics, which you will find across every range in Provision ISR. Every analytic of ours is able to provide you with instant notifications on multiple different platforms. We also have LPR cameras that have the ability not only to detect license plate, but also attributes of the vehicle, such as type of the vehicle, color of the vehicle, and if paired with our software, we can do access control as well by introducing authorized and non-authorized database lists. We have more advanced analytics like illegal parking, where not only can we pick up that that's a vehicle, but we can also state that if that vehicle is in that specific zone or area for a predefined time limit, if it exceeds that time limit, then we can set off a notification. Once again, notifications can come anywhere from our NVR software, VMS software, applications, emails, and a whole bunch of other triggers. We've also got advanced face detection and recognition, which we can pair with EMAP tracking. So based on face detection results, in our NVRs, post-event, we can track where a person has been overlaid with an EMAP, and with our VMS, we can do real-time monitoring by requesting specific alarm types popping up on our EMAP in real time. Using our thermal cameras, we have advanced fire detection as well as temperature monitoring analytics, which once again, if detected, can set off a whole chain of reactions in the form of triggers. So as I mentioned, we're in a market that is constantly evolving, so we're continuously developing new analytics. These include capabilities like counting people in queues, detecting audio for machinery that stops working, or identifying sudden loud noises in otherwise quiet environments. In this fast-paced market, new analytics are always on the horizon. So, moving on to some of our showcases. These are some of the projects we've completed around the world. Let's start with the critical infrastructure in Israel. The national electricity company, like I explained, faces constant cyber attacks from Iran, aiming to disrupt the country's power supply. The electricity company of Israel chose Provision ISR because of our strong cybersecurity solution. We're also involved in the Portuguese Soccer League VAR system for critical in-game decisions. In this project, we collaborated with another company that provides the VAR software. Provision ISR was chosen for this integration due to the exceptional quality in our video footage. Another project we're involved in is facial recognition. As I mentioned earlier, our technology in this field is highly advanced, and the New Zealand Police Department chose Provision ISR because of its exceptional accuracy we can provide. We also have projects in the commercial industry, like our work with Carrefour, where we introduce various operational efficiency tools. These include people counting in queues and an alert system that notifies staff when the number of people in that line exceeds a certain threshold. Additionally, we've integrated point-of-sale systems with our cameras network, allowing transactions at cash registers to be overlaid on the video footage, making it very easy to search for specific keywords and track activity. We've done projects with hotel chains, in this case Marriott, where they chose Provision ISR due to the capabilities of our VMS. Our most recent cooperation was with El Al, the Israeli national airline carrier. El Al is probably the most secure airline in the world. We custom-made a solution to guard their planes using thermal cameras and analytics to replace manpower, saving them around $15 million US dollars per annum for a system that cost them around $10,000 US dollars. So this is a very, very strong cooperation. So I'd like to just summarize. what we've just discussed. Provision ISR is an Israeli brand with an excellent reputation. We are fully NDAA and GDPR compliant, placing a strong emphasis on cybersecurity and AI analytics. Our comprehensive product range covers all market segments at competitive prices, offering user-friendly interfaces across our applications, local MVR software, and advanced monitoring solutions. We strongly believe in protecting the supply chain and actively discourage online sales. And at Provision ISR, we see ourselves not just as a CCTV supplier, but as a true partner, dedicated to helping you grow your market and expand your business. So we sincerely hope you'll join us on this journey. Thank you everyone for your time. I hope you enjoyed, and I look to see you soon.